I am getting old and feeble now, I cannot work no more, and I've laid the rusty bladed hoe to rest. Old Massey and old Missy's dead, they're sleeping side by side, and their spirits now are roaming with the blessed. The scenes have changed about the place, the darkies them all gone, I'll never hear them singing in the cane. And I'm the only one that's left with this old dog of mine in a little old log cabin in the lane. The chimney's falling down and the roof is caving in, but I ain't got long around here to remain. But the angels watches over me when I lay down to rest in the little old log cabin in the lane. There was a happy time for me, 'twas many years ago, when the darkies used to gather round the door. When they used to dance and sing at night, I played the old banjo, but alas, I cannot play it anymore. The hinges, they got rusted and the door has tumbled down. The roof lets in the sunshine and the rain. And the only friend I've got now is that good old dog of mine in that little old log cabin in the lane. The footpath now is covered o'er that led us round the hill, and the fences all are going to decay. And the creek is all dried up now where we used to go to mill. The time has turned its course another way. But I ain't got long to stay here, and what little time I've got, I'll try to be contented to remain, till death shall call my dog and me to find a better home than the little old log cabin in the lane. The chimney's falling down and the roof is caving in, I ain't got long around here to remain. But the angels watches over me when I lay down to rest in that little old log cabin in the lane. I'm dreaming now of Hallie, sweet Hallie, sweet Hallie. I'm dreaming now of Hallie, for the thought of her is one that never dies. She is sleeping in the valley, the valley, the valley. She is sleeping in the valley, and the mockingbird is singing where she lies. Listen to the mockingbird, listen to the mockingbird, the mockingbird still singing o'er her grave. Listen to the mockingbird, listen to the mockingbird, still singing where the weeping willows wave. Ah, well, I yet remember, remember, remember. Ah, well, I yet remember when we gathered in the cotton side by side. 'Twas in the mild September, September, September. 'Twas in the mild September, and the mockingbird was singing far and wide. Listen to the mockingbird, listen to the mockingbird still singing o'er her grave. Listen to the mockingbird, listen to the mockingbird, still singing where the weeping willows wave. When charms of spring awaken, awaken, awaken. When charms of spring awaken, and the mockingbird is singing in the bough, I feel like one forsaken, forsaken, forsaken. I feel like one forsaken, for my Hallie is no longer with me now. Listen to the mockingbird, listen to the mockingbird still singing o'er her grave. Listen to the mockingbird, listen to the mockingbird, still singing where the weeping willows wave. They tell me 'tis sinful to flirt. They say that my heart is of stone. They tell me to speak to him kind, or else leave the poor boy alone. They tell me he's only a boy, but I'm sure he's much older than me. And if they would leave us alone, I'm sure more happy we'd be. I remember one night when he said that I was dearer than life. He called me his darling, his pet, and asked me to be his wife. Oh, Willie, I said with a sigh, I'm sure I'll have to say no. He then took my hand for a while and said, goodbye, I must go. Oh, darling, he said, your heart must be carved of stone. He took a white rose from my hair and left me standing alone. The next day poor Willie was found. He was drowned in a pond by the mill. The clear placid waters so fair lay round near the brink of the hill. Those blue eyes forever were closed, and deep set the golden head fair. And close to his dear lips he held the white rose he took from my hair. Oh, Willie, come back, I'll ever be faithful to you. Oh, Willie, come back, I loved you so fondly and true. What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? Take him to his mammy, oh. How in the world did the old folks know I like sugar in my coffee, oh? Wind blowed high and the wind blowed low, blowed some sugar in my coffee, oh. What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? Take him to his mammy, oh. Up in the hollow the cowbell rings, the bulldog barks and the jaybird sings. Sung so hard his throat got dry, you oughta heard that jaybird cry. What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? Take him to his mammy, oh. Had a little girl named Mary Lee, I asked her if she'd marry me. She said, I like your manner, Joe, but I gotta stay home with my granny, oh. What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? What'll I do with the baby, oh? Take him to his mammy, oh. They tell me, Father, that tonight you'll wed another bride, that you will clasp her in your arms where my poor mother died. They say her name is Mary too, the name my mother bore. But, Father, is she kind and true, like the one that you loved before? And are her footsteps soft and low, her voice so meek and mild? And, Father, will she love me too, your blind and helpless child? And, Father, do not bid me come to meet your new made bride. I could not greet her in the room where my poor mother died. Her picture hanging on the wall, her Bible lying near, and there's the harp her fingers touch, and there's her vacant chair. The chair whereby I used to kneel to say my evening prayer. Oh, Father, it would break my heart I could not greet her there. Now let me kneel down by your side and to the Savior pray, that God's right hand may guide you both up life's long weary way. Then as I cry myself to sleep, as now I often do, into my chamber softly creep my new mama and you. The prayer was offered and a song. I'm weary now, she said. Oh, Father, take me in your arms and lay me on the bed. Then as he turned to leave the room, one joyful cry was given. He turned and caught the last sweet smile. His blind child was in heaven. Well, I had a little duck and he had a web foot, and he built his nest in a mulberry bush, and he ruffled up his feathers to keep himself warm. Another little song wouldn't do us any harm. Well, there was an old soldier and he had a wooden leg. He had no tobacco, but tobacco he could beg. Another old soldier as sly as a fox always had tobacco in his old tobacco box. Said to one old soldier, won't you give me a chew? Said the other old soldier, I'll be danged if I do. Save up your pennies and throw away your rocks, and you'll always have tobacco in your old tobacco box. Well, the one old soldier was a feeling very bad. He said, I'll get even, I will egad. Then he goes to the corner, take a rifle from his peg, stabs the other soldier with a splinter from his leg. Well, there was an old hen and she had a wooden foot, and she made her nest by a sycamore root, and she laid more eggs than any hen on the farm. Another wooden foot wouldn't do her any harm. Well, of all the songs I ever heard made, the one I'm a-singing puts them all in the shade. But if you don't like it, you can run along hum, 'cause I'm singing this song for myself, by gum. It now lies on the shelf. It is faded and torn, that dear old shawl my mother wore. 'Tis all that is left for this heart to adore, to bring to mind those happy days of yore. How often the hands to these folds have been pressed, that now beneath the daisies are at rest. The tears come unbidden and silently fall, to gleam like gems on mother's old red shawl. It is useful no more, yet I fondly adore that dear old shawl my mother wore. And through life it shall be a love treasure to me, that little old red shawl my mother wore. Oh, my heart often aches with a dull throbbing pain when childhood visions come again. And sadly I think of the days that are past, too joyous and too beautiful to last. Oh, fond, lovely childhood, made bright by the smile of one whose love could every care beguile. How gladly I'd fly from the world's bitter thrall, to seek the heart that throbbed beneath that shawl. It is useful no more, yet I fondly adore that dear old shawl my mother wore. and through life it shall be a love treasure to me, that little old red shawl my mother wore. Oh, how brightly her face to my memory appears, that face so dear to childhood tears. How sweet sounds her voice with a cadence of love, though not distuned to melodies above. For life glides away like a tale that is told, but joys of childhood never can grow old. And visions of mother so dear to us all come back whene'er I see her old red shawl. It is useful no more, yet I fondly adore that dear old shawl my mother wore. And through life it shall be a love treasure to me, that little old red shawl my mother wore. I see a candlelight down in a little green valley, where morning glory vines are twining around the door. Oh, how I wish I was there again down in a little green valley, for then my homesick heart would trouble me no more. There's only one thing ever gives me consolation, and that's a dream that I'll be going back someday. And every night down upon my knees I pray the Lord to please take me back to that little old green valley far away. All night long in my dreams I see a spot far away, nestled in the hills in the land that I love. Stormy weather may come, but whether the sky's blue or gray, I keep dreaming of sunlight streaming from heaven above. I see a candlelight down in a little green valley, where morning glory vines are twining around the door. Oh, how I wish I was there again down in a little green valley, for then my homesick heart would trouble me no more. There's only one thing ever brings me consolation, and that's a dream that I'll be going back someday. And every night down upon my knees I pray the Lord to please take me back to that little old green valley far away. Good evening, Tildy Johnson, I have come to call, you know. I hope you won't be saying you've got another beau, for I've been kinda watching, and I'm sure that you would be about the girl I'm wanting if we only can agree. Oh, Sammy, I'm so nervous that I don't know what to do. I wonder if you're fooling or if what you say is true. Now tell me, is this asking if I will be your wife? If so, then here's your answer. I'll go with you through life. It's fine to be courted, it's fine to be a wife. He'll buy me all my dresses and love me all my life. He'll make the fires of mornings and carry in the wood. He'll get the breakfast ready and we'll both be very good. I'll buy a little cottage if your pa will pay the cash. We'll live on beef and cabbage and have the best of hash. And you can take in washing and scrub the neighbors' floors, while I'll be very busy going to and from the stores. I'm sure my pa will help us if we'll tell him of our plan, and bless the one who marries his own daughter Tildy Ann. Just name the day, my Sammy, I'll buy the wedding gown. We'll go to see the circus and we'll take the day in town. It's fine to go a-courtin', it's fine to have a wife. She'll sew on all my buttons and love me all my life. She'll make the fires of mornings and carry in the wood. She'll get the breakfast ready and we'll both be very good. Where are you, old moon of Kentucky? There's somebody lonesome and blue, with nothing it seems but memory and dreams, waiting to whisper to you. Day is done and here am I, alone, and you know why. Roll along, Kentucky moon. Shed a ray of silvery light on the one I love tonight. Roll along, Kentucky moon. You were watching on high when we whispered goodbye. 'Twas a love dream that ended too soon. But wherever you may be, go bring her back to me. Roll along, Kentucky moon. Mary wore 3 links of chain. Mary wore 3 links of chain. Mary wore 3 links of chain, every link in Jesus' name. All of my sins been taken away, taken away. Mary weeps and Martha mourns. Mary weeps and Martha mourns. Mary wept and Martha mourned. Gabriel stood and blowed his horn. All of my sins been taken away, taken away. I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told. I don't know, but I've been told the streets in heaven are paved with gold. All of my sins are taken away, taken away. Can't you hear them horses' feet? Can't you hear them horses' feet? Can't you hear them horses' feet slipping and sliding on the golden streets? All of my sins are taken away, taken away. My feet got wet with the morning dew. My feet got wet with the morning dew. My feet got wet with the morning dew. The morning star was a witness too. All of my sins been taken away, taken away. I'm going home on the morning train. I'm going home on the morning train. I'm going home on the morning train. All don't seem to gonna hear me sing. All of my sins been taken away, taken away. The meanest thing I ever done. The meanest thing I ever done. The meanest thing I ever done was courting the women when I was young. All of my sins been taken away, taken away. Ever since my mother died, ever since my mother died, ever since my mother died, I've been wholly sanctified. All of my sins are taken away, taken away. Somewhere the sun is shining, somewhere the songbirds dwell. Hush then thy sad repining, God lives and all is well. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful I love, somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew, beautiful isle of somewhere. Somewhere the clouds are rifted, close by an open gate, somewhere the load is lifted, somewhere the angels wait. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere. Somewhere the day is darkened, somewhere the task is done, somewhere the day is longer, somewhere the guerdon won. Somewhere, somewhere, beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere.